You got a hang of it now, Lacey.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday webinar training. We are here at the San Jose office hosting this call, and we have Rosie from Las Vegas, and a lot of people are at their company Christmas party or out shopping and about. We have a few of our agents here tuning in at the home office. In our conference room, we're excited to share with you today about the financial fitness seminar. Everybody's asking me who's that beautiful girl is. It is just an image I got off of Google image. So it's a mystery girl. Anyway, so we are going to talk about how this seminar system can help us change the way that we do our business. Some of you have been working with me in the seminar system for quite a number of years. Some of you have seen me done it a few times or so, and a lot of you have never seen me doing the seminar, but it is one of my favorite methods of acquiring new clients and business partners. So it's my honor to share with you about the system. I'm going to walk you through the process, and we're going to do an intake and how to put together some strategies to help our clients. I was hoping to have more people here to participate in this to do a mock interview, but we will just follow along here, okay? Let's take a look at the financial fitness seminar system. Many people call it different name. Some call it financial education, financial gourmets, financial commodus, whatever it is. I like to take a look at it as a fitness, as into a checkup, because we are considered money doctors, and we are here to help our clients with their finances. So a lot of people do not like going to the doctor for checkup, especially the guys, right? But it is something that's needed to be done, and to help us mainly to prevent illnesses or help us to get rid of some of our sickness or diseases that we don't want to be in our body, keep us healthier, stronger, living longer. With our financial fitness seminar system, it's also going to help us to be financially fit and to help us to have stronger finances and help us to have a better understanding of our money and our portfolios, things like that. So this system helps people to understand how money works and how to put money to work for them. It breaks down the intimidation barrier by demystifying complex financial concepts in a relaxed atmosphere of dining with friends. So I don't know what it is about food, but when there is food, it makes talking about anything a lot easier. And so now that we have our office here with a beautiful conference room, we are going to host a seminar every third Thursday of the month and third Saturday of the month to bring in high net worth clients to help them to understand their money and how to plan for their financial future. This is a proven system that has done by many financial advisors out there and people that have been in the industry for quite a long time. And so this is to help us to implement a turnkey system to provide you with everything that you need to successfully host a financial seminar system. It is a system where you can support hundreds of teams across the country. It's not just for you to do it here in one setting. So when you learn this, you can go out there and implement anywhere in the country. beautiful about our company is we have a very high compensation system where we can help people make a lot of money. We start people out at 70 to 140%. With 3 Mark, some of the company we are using are National Life Group, Emeritus, Allianz. We have AIG, Transamerica, um, lots and lots of companies out there. And people can work their way up from 70 to 90% and then become an MGA, which is a managing general agency. Set up your own company and getting 13 different generation overrides. So we've done a lot of training on comp plan already. I don't want to drill on that, but this is a very strong comp plan to help us to work hard and make a lot of money in this system. And a lot of you might say, well, I don't like talking in front of people, or I don't know how to present, or there's a lot of different things that you might say that can prevent you from doing this system. But let me tell you, some of the strongest qualities that you have could be used for the seminar system. We only need one presenter per seminar, and the rest could be helping with registration, ushering people to their seats, or booking appointment. And one of the classic example is, I call this a bulldog. So the bulldog role is very important. And the bulldog is the one that lock in the appointment for our agents. And they are the one that will, set those one-on-one appointments for us. And so you don't have to be a public speaker. All you have to do is come to those attendees and ask them when would be a good time and date for them to come meet with us. And a classic example is Ray in our office. When I was doing this back in 2014, Ray was one of the strongest bulldog that can book a lot of appointments for us, while Ria was doing registration and checking people in, and I was the presenter. We didn't need a lot of people to make it happen. The three of us were doing 2 seminars per month, booking a lot of different appointments for us to see clients. So if you're interested in learning about this system and doing the seminars, please let us know. Today, I'm going to share with you how to collect information from your client and how to use that to put together a strategy. So when you have booked that one-on-one appointment already for people to come to the office and sit with an advisor or money doctor, we would gather some information. And I did this training a couple weeks ago on the first appointment with your client, where you do the introduction to get to know your client, build up some credentials that you have, some of the product providers that we work with, what is the F&A process, how much does it cost to work with us, which is none, they don't have to pay anything out of pocket, the referral process, the type of planning that we will do. Like I said last week, that I really emphasize on is the PAD, right? Protection, accumulation, and distribution. And the confidentiality of all of this, we do not share their information with anyone else. So this is just to get your client at ease and helping them to be rest assured that they could be working with us and not having to worry about the cost and all of that. All right. So during the intake process, which most people in the industry call this the financial need analysis, we ask the client a few questions. First is their goal, what they would like to achieve today. What are the top 3 financial priorities? And then we take a financial snapshot of what their current situation is, and then put that into consideration for them to really get the right strategies, the right implementation. So according to this snapshot, we take the person's income, expenses, and asset, and minus all the liabilities, and calculating the net worth, and see how much they need in terms of insurance. So today I'm going to ask for everyone's participation to be my prospective client. Let's say you just attended a seminar this week and now you're in my office. So I'm going to do a case study so that, let's pretend that you are a family with some young kids, and you are, just a regular working professionals. I'm going to ask how much you make, and if you have any debts like mortgage loans or auto loans, things like that. Do you have any kids? So we don't have like a couple here today, so pretend like you guys are my couple, whoever just want to throw out number. I'm going to gather all this information, and then we'll use that to put together some strategies. I will run some illustrations, and then we'll come up with some suggestion for these couple, okay? So to help you guys, I'm gonna use one of my real case that I met with a couple years ago, and they gave me some information, but I'm gonna delete their information as we go, and then fill it with the information that you guys will provide to me. Okay, so all right, we're going to get started here. Case study training with Lindsay. All right, so this was an actual couple. I changed their name to protect their identity, but they did come to my office and gave me their information and what their goal was and things like that. So first of all, oops. In order to do this, I have to show this not as a hang on, let me put. Okay. So now I'm gonna write as you guys give me the information. Okay. So you guys can see this, okay, right? All right. So let's say, what is the husband's name? Yeah. No. Give me a mock name, you guys. Mark. Okay. So how old is Jim? Oh, Mark. Sorry. 32. 32. Date of birth? July 23rd. 32. 32. What was it? 18. Okay. 16. 2018 minus 32. 86. 86. Okay. What's the wife's name? Wife? No. Lucy. Lucy. Okay. How old is Lucy? 35. 35. Okay. So when's her date of birth? 83. September 28th, 1983. September 28th? Okay. Do they have any children? How many? 4. 4. At 32? Yeah, they started early. Okay. So, how many daughters? 2. Okay, how old are they? 2. And what? 12. Okay. And yeah, you got twins. And then son, 2 sons. 2 sons. One is 10. One is 5. They started when they was young. Okay, so okay, awesome. So now that we've built their profile, so Mark and Lucy, what are your top 3 financial priorities today that you would like us to focus on?
Well, now these kids have to minimize tax. Yeah, we need to minimize our taxes. We don't make that much money.
Some minimized taxes. Okay, what else?
Try to save.
Save for a house, college.
Well, yeah, we eventually probably like to buy a house. But right now, we just need to be able to save some money.
Save money
Protect family. Yeah,
to
have savings for an emergency.
They start young, they already need college fund, right?
Okay, wait. What did you say, Rosie?
So if they're that young, they probably need some college fund.
Okay, save money for college education. Okay, what else?
Protect family.
Protect family. In case the breadwinner dies or become disabled. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what else? Or are these the the top priority is minimizing taxes the top priority, saving money second, and then third, or do you guys want to change the order?
Maybe 2 should be
Protect families first. If they have 4 kids, I think that.
Okay, so
3 should be 1.
3 should be 1, and then
And 2 stay there. 1 and 3 switch the place.
okay. Okay, so all right, you happy with this now?
I think that's it.
All right, awesome. So this is great. So does Mark work?
Yeah.
How much does he make a month? $2,200 a month. Take home? Okay. What about Lucy?
She works too. She makes about 2,000.
That's not a lot to live in the Bay Area with 4 kids. Do they have any other sources of income?
They get government assistance.
Is this enough? I mean, is this below poverty guideline?
In the Bay Area.
Okay, so, oops.
For 4 kids, yeah.
No. That is too much. You
For
cannot
4
get money.
kids?
Yeah, but you cannot get money help from the government. You make that much.
If they get that much money as a couple of 4 kids, they'll get that.
Okay, so how much is government assistance?
Let's say $1,000.
Is that like cash or food stamps or?
And they also get medical.
You seriously can make $2,400 a month and if you get
Wait, let's.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, let's not get a. Okay, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna say, because I don't want to deal with like broke people really. I'm gonna say, I mean, I'll deal with broke people later, but can we just have them make 7,000 a month?
I love to make $7,000 a month. I'm not there yet.
Okay, no, we're talking about Mark and Lucy.
7,000.
No, that's.
Not engineer. 10,000 easy now.
So
they are 32 engineer for 4-5 years already.
Let's say they work at the average job. What was the average income earner in the Bay Area?
Right now, I think.
So,
I'm thinking 7 to 10,000.
so he's an
Yeah.
IT engineer, right? So he makes 7,000.
No, they make 7,000.
How much?
5,000.
5,000 as an engineer.
Take home.
Okay. And Lucy, what is she? Walmart cashier.
Yeah.
So 2,000.
No, she was DMV.
Okay, DMV.
Yeah. She brings home 2,200.
Let's make it even
3,000.
for sake of math.
Yeah, 28.
Okay. So DMV 3,000 a month. Okay. Okay. So is this okay now? Mark, IT engineer, 5,000. Lucy, DMV. What's her title? Like what kind of position?
She's a technician.
Okay, technician at DMV. Okay. So now typical couple. Okay. How much savings do they have?
Okay. Let's say they have $5,000 saved.
Okay. So 5,000 in savings. What about 401k?
What does Mark have? Mark has about 80,000 in the 401k.
Wait. So 401k, 80,000. For Mark. Okay.
And Lucy has about 35,000. She really has no one.
Okay. With their current employers, right?
She would have babies. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, she could have a little bit of.
Okay. So anything else for them, or that's it?
Do they rent or own a home?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
You guys work on rent or own a home? No, they just
No.
rent. They just rent.
Right. So especially there.
Okay. So,
That's it.
do they have any life insurance?
To their job. They have
Yes, sir.
Term
Also, usually, 3 times salary.
Group term life. So, how much was he making?
80,000. Like 250. Well, see, that's 60. That's 64.
180, 150.
So 150.
Yeah.
Group term life. Okay. Does he have any on his own?
No.
No. Okay. What about Lucy?
Her mama got her policy. It's a Gerber policy.
Okay. So, how much was Gerber?
20,000. No, it was 10,000.
20 or 10?
That's it.
20,000. Okay. Whole life. Does she have any at work?
She has a return policy.
How much?
100,000.
Anything on her own? Okay.
And the Gerber policy, maybe you have the right of keys.
Okay. How is his health? Good health?
Yeah. Yeah, good enough.
Okay. And she has good health as well? Okay. Do they have any long-term care? No, let's delete that. Okay. So,
Lucy's overweight.
okay. overweight, but is it still insurable, or she's like really obese? Is she?
She's 50 pounds overweight, pregnant to diabetes.
How much does she weigh?
200 pounds.
Okay, that's not bad. It's still sure. So how tall is she?
5'3".
200 pounds. And then Mark, how tall is he?
16.
And
185.
185. 188. Okay.
He has high hypertension. And he smokes cigarettes.
Oh my. Does she smoke? Non-smoker. Okay. Anything else? Okay. What is the issue right now? If you were the money doctor, you're looking at their current situation, you know, with all of this, that.
Well, okay, we need to see how much is their monthly expenses. Or do we just focus on they got a child in 6 years who's going to be headed to college? So
let's take a look at issues. So they have children will be going to college soon. Okay. Not enough savings. What else?
Pay the rental.
What about the rental?
No, they don't have any investments or ownership.
No investment.
No for low 401k.
No investment. No, like, okay, so they're renting. So
No ownership or no property.
currently renting, not a home owner. Okay. What about life insurance?
Yeah, is it really? It's not enough.
Not enough protection in life insurance. Okay, what else?
I don't know. What else do they need?
Wait, where do they live? Which state?
In California.
Okay. So I just want to make that clear because later on when we
Is this back for them? Is this back for them? Is it in here?
That's the thing that is about you.
okay.
Here, is that
What?
is this
Any other issues that you see here?
What you gonna see?
Why you sneeze so much? Cover yourself. Okay, not enough protection. What else?
Need saving for
no
buying a
coverage for
house.
their children?
That's not enough saving. That's not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look at solution for them. What can we recommend to Mark and Lucy right now as their advisors?
My life insurance.
They have life insurance.
Well,
They need a family
She-
policy.
No,
They need a family policy to cover the children.
what they do, I mean, if Mark working and then, I just go over the kids also, but only while he's working.
That's why they need a
They need
separate
a
family.
permanent insurance.
So need life insurance for the family,
And they need to build cash value.
more permanent plans. Okay, what else? Do cash value. Using what product?
Um, Using a
How you well?
IUL, yeah.
Okay. What else?
IUL and oh, so you can combine with the
Retirement.
Well, if they have 401k, then if they can take it out, they will take it out.
oh yeah.
And,
To invest into a variable. You talking about to take the time? You take 401k roll it into a variable?
not into a cellular, so then you can use that.
And they're not 59 and a half, and they're still working with the current employer. So they cannot take the money out.
They can't take out a portion of it?
Yes, they can.
I thought
Who
you
said
could
you
take out a
can?
portion of it.
You can take the money from phone pay.
Especially if you
Well,
invest it, you should be able to take out a
Some
portion of
company
it.
will let you take out.
Nope.
No.
I'm took her out.
She is 63 years old.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, right. I do not want to argue with you, but
I'm serious. I took it out before. I just have to pay penalty.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
the
take
thing
it
you
out.
pay a tax.
no,
Yeah.
but it was a loan.
No, I took it out and I paid the tax.
But was it with
And
your
the
current
penalty.
employer or a former?
Well, I go from the former to the current one, and then I took them out. But I have to pay penalty because now it's vested already. You have 5 years for 1k to vest it. You have to vest it, and then you can take it out.
No, this current employer don't let them take it out, okay?
There we go.
So, all right, any other recommendation?
Recruit him. You'll make
Okay.
money.
Recruit Mark
Do the second job.
to get a second
Dual
job.
career. Tell him about the dual career.
Uber or whatever.
The sounds better than second job.
Do career in what?
Whatever he wants to do. He's IT now, whatever. he wants to
Okay.
do.
What else?
Conduct the position that you can recruit him.
Okay. What else?
And, if you talk to him and don't say that recruit it and he's scared. He run away. Just say that you need a dual career. Yeah. To make more money. To increase
Mark.
income.
Needs to get a dual career.
Second job, yeah, do good.
Okay.
And when he said how to make a dual career and say some look with me.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Okay. So the quickest way to determine if a person, how much a person needs is using the Dimer method. Okay, so D is for debt. I is for income. M is for mortgage. And E is education. R is retirement. Okay, where's that? Okay, so do they have any debt right now, like credit cards and auto loans?
5,000.
Only 5,000. Okay. So at a very young age, we can protect them with up to like 10, 20, or 30 of their income. So for Mark, so he's making 60,000 or 70. Let's see. He was
60.
um
5,000, so 60.
5,000, 60,000.
600,000.
So 600,000. And then Lucy, she's making 3,000.
300,000.
Wait. Oh yeah, so 3,000, 36, so 360,000.
Yeah, 300,000.
Yeah. Okay, mortgage, even though they don't have a house right now, rent is how much 3,000 per month. So we need to protect how many years of that?
No, I need a 6 months, not a year.
Well, 6 months is only
Because if you get a layoff, you have EDD,
3,000.
and you need
$3,000. 18,000.
no, well, when I've been trained in other system, they said you need to protect, like, let's say 5 years worth of it, or 10 years, because if you only protect 6 months, then you know the family will be out in the street. 6 months is very quick. So most of the mortgage, let's say you owe 500,000 or 300,000. So let's say 3,000 for 5 years is 180,000. 10 years is 360,000. So let's say we'll protect 10 years is 360. 10 years rent. So that's kind of like a mortgage in a way. Education. So they have 4 kids. How much
100,000 per child. Well, actually, $1 million per child. Education right now. That's how much it costs.
so we're not gonna give them $1 million for college. So
That's 250 per kid.
so
About 50 per year.
let's do 100,000. 100,
At least
100,000.
because they can do student loans later on. And retirement, how much do they need when they retire? Okay, so $1 million each.
Yeah, that's a start. That's better than nothing. That's a lot for these people.
Okay, so if you take a look at this, Mark would need how much protection? And then Lucy would need how much protection? So 5,000 is like nothing. He would need 600 plus 360.
At least 1 million protection. Or I look like he have the 2 mil policy.
So Mark would need about 2 million.
Yeah, 2 million policy.
Okay. Well, Lucy,
Which is 1 million.
1 million. Okay.
So in this case, we need to verify the health check the
This is a policy limit.
So
below family. But above that amount, we need to
2 million.
Yeah, the blood check, you need check. What are you going to? That's the end.
Okay. So now I'm gonna save this. Lucy solutions. Okay, so with Mark's solution, we know that he needs $2 million, but let's say if his budget is $300 per month. And let's say Lucy is 200. And each of the kids is
50 bucks, 100 bucks.
100.
You do IUL for the kid too, huh?
Okay. Is that good enough, or you guys want to increase or decrease or what? So it's 300 for Mark, 200 for Lucy, that's 500, and then 4 kids is 400, so that's 900.
Right there.
Uh-huh. So that's a lot. So maybe $50 for per kid.
Oh,
So that's 200 plus 200 is 400, 300 is 700. Okay. So let's take a look at the solution for Mark. What would you recommend us to get for Mark? Which company, how much? And remember, you can do a combination, like Antong said, term, IUL, and we have a lot of different carriers to work with. So, taking a look at these carriers, which one do you want to choose?
National Life.
National Life Group for Mark or Lucy? For the whole family, okay? So National Life Group.
National Life. Oh, that's
Okay, any other carriers?
yeah, National Life.
and that's the only one we're all right like to buy.
Okay. All right, so NLG for how much?
You need 2 million for him?
How much, Rosie?
Did we say he need 2 million?
2 million, okay.
Remember earlier when we did the 2 million?
Yeah, his total need is 2 million. So do you want a total of 2 million? Okay, and is this term IUL, UL, or what kind of product?
Only IUL that we need
Look
to
at
cash,
he only have an
There's
cash
no
for
way you can do an IUL 2 million for 300.
Term for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a term 1 million and 1 million IUL.
Yeah, that's right. That's not a matter for you.
1 million at home.
Okay, this is what Yuta wants is 1 million term and 1 million IUL. And term, you want it annual renewable, 10, 15, 20, 30 year. Which term do you want?
30.
30 year. Okay.
You need like 32,
Yeah, he's going to.
at least 30.
Okay. So that's what you want, right? Okay. What about Lucy?
So we need them 1 million, right?
With which carrier?
Can she do with
Probably term, half term and half IUL.
Okay, which company for term, Jay?
Can we use National Life or AIG? AIG have the good one too. But then we
So
like,
you want National Life or AIG, right?
yeah.
Okay. And how much?
Mm,
Yes.
So we need 1 million for her, right? So
Uh-huh.
we do half and half or no? No, the 100 cannot for the 500.
Okay.
I have to do
750K for 30-year term.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who do you want to do for the other 250?
NLG.
NLG for 250
Mm,
IUL.
yeah.
Okay. Kids.
IUL.
Which company?
National Life Group.
NLG
National Life Group.
for
IUL. 150 for each. Or 200 for each.
150K each child. Okay. All right. So these are great feedback. Let me tell you guys which. Then we'll run all the illustrations together. So NLG is a great company with living benefits. For this, we can do either AIG, Transamerica, or America as well. So the thing about AIG is that they have a 35-year term, which I like. Transamerica, they have living benefits that pay out up to 90% for chronic, critical, and terminal. America, no medical instant approval, which is what I love. For 250K, and they have a cashback COB. You can get all your money back after 20 or 30 years. So that's what I love about America. Yep. So ROP or cashback. Okay. So we love NLG, but we can also use other company as well. Okay. NLG 1 million. I think this is too much. So it's probably gonna be
500.
500,000.
No, 500.
But
I don't think we can do that. premium though, right?
I'm not gonna use NLG. I'm going to use Columbus Life. Oops. Some of us cannot write Columbus Life right now, including myself. But Kiama, she can do Columbus Life. So I'm thinking about 500K Columbus Life IUL for now. We want to diversify our portfolio, so that's why I'm recommending we use NLG, AIG, Transamerica, America, all of that. So because this is for training purposes, I want you guys to have an open mind to who you can use and all of that, okay? So this is the reason why. Or another company that I love is Anico. They have living benefits for their term as well. So the same thing with Lucy. We can take a look at all of these, and then with the IUL. This one, 250 IUL, and then term is good because for term it's really cheap. And the reason that I like having term now, you can always convert the term to a permanent plan later. So that's why we have term, or else we have term with return of premiums. So let's take a look at the term. I'm going to write down some of the key things that you should remember is that okay. Okay, so if you want to use a company, a term with living benefits, these are the carrier. National Life Group, AIG, Transamerica, Anico, and so these will give you access to chronic, critical, or terminal illness riders. So you can use these four and it will solve your needs. If you want term with ROP, so cashback, then you would have Columbus Life and Americo. However, these don't have living benefits. Okay, so it's kind of you give and take. Do you want living benefits? Then you use these carriers. If you want cash back at the end of your 20, 30-year term, then you use these. Columbus Life can convert to permanent plans before age 70 or when the term expires, whichever is sooner. So let's say, how old was Mark? 32. So 32 plus a 30-year term is how much? 62. So in this case, Mark has to convert his term when he turns 62. he cannot wait until 70 because the policy is over. But let's say if you get a term for a 50-year-old person, let's say Mark is 50 and it's a 30-year term. So 50 plus 30 is how much? 80. So he has to convert the term when he's 70. Got it? So that's what he has to do. So keep in mind, you know, those rules. America.
So we say he should convert when.
Okay, so let me write it out. So Mark is 32 plus 30 years term equals 62. So now he has to convert at 62. Let's say if Mark is 45, you add 30 years to this.
75.
So he's 75. So he has to convert at 70. He cannot wait till he's 75 to convert. So that's the rule, okay? So America, you cannot change to a permanent plan. You only take that money back and do whatever you want. So let's say you paid into the policy 30,000, they'll give you 30,000 or 50,000. You take that 50,000, do whatever. So most people who have an America plan, it's more for the mortgage protection. After 25 or 30 years, the mortgage should be paid off. So this is just like a reward for them paying it off. Or some people get a 25-year plan with America, but their mortgage is 30 years. So now if they get $30,000 and that's how much they owe with the mortgage company, the bank, they use that $30,000, pay off their mortgage 5 years earlier. So now they're debt free. So that's how the American plan is used by most people. All right, any questions on that? Right, so everybody got it?
Maybe you should add a line and say, I cannot change the payment plan and then use it for mortgage protection. So people will remember using.
Use what?
Use for mortgage protection.
Okay.
So for America, it starts at what year? 70.
No, whatever you buy.
Whatever
You
we
buy
buy.
30 year or buy 30 years. But you cannot convert it.
Okay. Any other questions on these? Okay, I'm gonna stress on America real quick because a lot of people are not really familiar with them, but it's a great product here. So America HMS 100 is just a straight term plan. So let's say if you get 100,000, then your coverage amount is 100,000. That's the death benefit that will pay out. If you get HMS 125, so it has an additional 25% for accidental death coverage, and you die from an accident, then your family will get an additional 25,000. So now they will get $125,000 death benefit. But if you have a heart attack or cancer or stroke, something that's health related, then your family only get $100,000. You don't get the extra 25% or 25,000 for accidental death benefit. If you have the HMS 150, that's additional 50% accidental death benefit. So if you have $100,000 death benefit and you die of an accident, your family will get an additional $50,000 if you die from an accident. So now they will get $150,000 for death benefit, not just 100, but it has to be from an accident. If you have a health related issue, then they only pay out that 100,000. So if somebody has a heart attack and you go on a cruise, just push them off the boat. Then you get that extra 50%. Push them onto the railroad track. Oops. Okay, don't try this at home, people. Okay, kidding aside. So, the HMS 125 or 150, it's just that, additional accidental death benefit.
And cleaning my gun. Boom.
That's an accident. That's an accident.
In my mind, I have to pick up my rights.
Yeah, they have to investigate. Did you write a suicide note? All of that. I don't know. But it is an accident if you accidentally.
No, you find a piece of paper, but I'm cleaning my gun just in case.
Okay, so we only have like another 10 minutes. Let me do some illustration. You guys are really familiar with national life, so I'm going to start with America because this is a really fast, easy money for people, especially during the holidays. If you want quick money, you write these policies, you make money right away. So go to quote.americo.com. You don't have to be appointed to use this system. And this is California according to our case study. And then you go to HMS plus 100 right here. And you see the 125, 150 I was talking about. So let's just focus on 100. Create. And he is, how old was he? 32, male. Okay. Standard nicotine, because he was a smoker. If you are in another state, let's say Nevada or not California, and let's say if Mark was planning to quit smoking in 3 years, we can write him as a non-smoker, and he has 3 years to quit smoking. After 3 years, we go back to Mark and say, hey, Mark, did you quit smoking? If he said yes, we continue his rate as a non-smoker. If he said, no, I couldn't because life was too rough and I had to smoke or whatever, we can, number one, either reduce the death benefit to match his current premium, or number two, increase the premium to go for a smoker rate. So he has a choice of what he wants. So that's how it works with other states, but not California. It's not approved in California. So right now we're gonna write him as a nicotine rate. What? Okay. So the maximum you can get for non medical on this is $250,000. If you want more in that, then they'll do a medical. So this we can get him approved on the spot. 250,000. Okay, monthly PAC. Here's the cashback option if you want that. We're not gonna check that for now. It's a rider that will cost some money, so we'll keep it standard. So now you click on run. Let's see how much his rates are. Guarantee the rates will stay for 30 years without changing. So for 30-year 250,000, it's $120. 25-year is 102.88, 72. So it's not that bad. I mean, still around $100. Let's say now you go back to get the rider. You can add the children's rider or waiver of premium just in case he lose his job or disable or whatever. He don't have money to pay for the premium. You can check that. Or additional insure where he can add the wife on, things like that. We're going to skip that. We're just going to go back and check on the cash back option where he can get his money back. Okay. And we're going to do a 30-year term. So now it's $153. So it costs about $30 extra to get the COB, cashback offer. So you can ask Mark, do you want to pay $153 every month, but you get all your money back? Or you want to pay $120 and lose all that money? So that depends on Mark. So if he said, oh, I want all my money back, and you can click on going to the e-app and then start entering all the information in. Right now I'm not logged into it to enter e-app, but I just want to show you how you can access the quotes so that you can play around with this. So if you said, so 153, if you take that, 153, if some odd change, times 12 months, times 30 years, he'll be getting back around $55,000 after 30 years. Okay, so that's 30-year term. For a 25-year term with cash back, it's 164. So earlier, if you look at the 25, it was 102, but now it's 164. So 164 times 12 times 25 years is, wait. What's wrong with my calculator? 164 times 12 is times 25 is $49,000. So after 25 years, he would get back $49,000. After 30 years, he'll get back $55,000. Okay, so that's how that works. All right, so now if we want to run the term for AIG, Transamerica, all those other carriers, I'm going to go to 3mark.com. Most of you should have access to that already. And then just log into your account. I'm already logged into my account.
I was trying to find the CRM for this remark.
So if you're a first-time user, click on register. If you are already registered in here, then you need to click on login. I already have my passwords save, but that was the wrong password. So all right. So we need to log in here, go to quotes right here, and then go to term UL quotes illustration, or you can go WinFlex web, whichever. It will take you to the same thing. If you click on quote, then it'll go down here where you have to launch the WinFlex web. You guys know how to do other carriers? Okay, so I'm gonna focus on the AIG and Transamerica because you know how to do national life, and if you need to do national life, you have to be appointed with them. So here you see the dashboard. Click on illustrations. Start a new case. Click on AG American General. Go down here, it says select a term or ultra one. So click on term. It'll tell you what this term is. So all of this will say, 35-year term, all of that. The ultra one is annual renewable term. That's not what we want. So we're gonna click on this one, create client, and then we'll which
You select the term and then you get product quotes.
create.
Which one? Or just create? Okay.
And then male 32. He is I'm gonna put him as standard tobacco because preferred tobacco means he's in good health. Earlier we said that he had some hypertension. So standard tobacco. And then issue state is California. And then click on solve. The next tab here, we're going to put 250,000. Actually, we wanted 1 million, right? According to,
Yeah.
okay, solutions. Okay, so $1 million term. Okay, so I'm gonna go for 35-year just in case because he's so young, but it's gonna run all the years up to 35. Policy option, we're gonna change it to monthly. And then riders, we won't put any rider as this time. Report, agent info, you can put your name there and then change it to California. So you don't have to fill out everything. Now click on this calculate, then it should generate the illustration for you. Okay, so now you see this PDF, just open, boom. If you want to do e-apply, then you can take to iGo e-app right away. So click on PDF. Okay, so now we have his premium is $403 a month because he's a smoker. For $1 million coverage for 35 years. Actually, because we're running 35 years, if we do a shorter time frame, it will be a little bit cheaper. Let's say we're going to go back and do 30 years. Calculate. It's $324. 30 years. So it's saving about $75 by shortening the time frame. And they said only 2% of term payout. So most of the time, people change their term, either convert to a permanent plan or they would cancel it. So if we still want to keep this cheap for Mark, what we can do is we can do an ART, annual renewable term. And how it works is that, yes, the rates will change every year, but it will keep the premiums really low for him. And at the same time, we'll ask him to quit smoking and work on his hypertension. So maybe he can lower his blood pressure and all of that. So we can go back to do an ART, but I'm going to show you a 10-year term. It's really cheap compared to like a 20 or 30-year term. So the shorter the term, the cheaper it is. So maybe we can tell him you have 10 years to make a change to your lifestyle and things like that, and we rewrite the policy. But if his health stay the same, you can still convert that to a permanent plan with whatever that he was approved for. Okay, so a 10-year term is $141. So to keep the rates low, we can start with a 10-year term for him, and then using the 150 to do the IUL for him. So we're going to do like, right? So now let's keep it this way. 141.42 for protection. Also, I'm gonna run a Transamerica for you guys. So we're gonna go to client, new, go to Transamerica. Okay, Transamerica has a lot of products. The super, and then by the year, and then you have the Transetter. So what I love is the Transetter with LB for living benefit. So if you just do a Transetter LB10 living benefits, it'll explain all of this. Create client. So Mark Smith, he's 32. Standard smoker, California, $1 million monthly. Okay, calculate. So we're going to use Transamerica to compare with AIG. All right. I guess I didn't change it to monthly, but 1,786, 1,786 divided by 12 months is $148. So AIG was like 142 or so. So Transamerica's 148. In this scenario, 148.78. AIG beat Transamerica by about $6. Both of them have similar coverage and riders and everything here. It said critical illness, accelerate death benefit rider, and the chronic and the terminal. So you have all of that covered in here. So if you're looking for a product with the living benefits, these company will provide it for you right here. So terminal illness, the maximum accelerated death benefit is 100% of the policy of the face amount up to 1.5 million, whichever is less. For your chronic, you can access up to 90% of the policy face amount, or 1.5 million, which is less. And the critical illness is you can access up to 90% of the policy face amount, or 1.5 million, whichever is less. So with that, that's Trendsetter LB10. Okay, so I'm not gonna run illustrations for IUL with Columbus and all these things. You guys already know about that, or you can go back and watch some of the previous training video. I wanted to focus on these companies today. Americo, AIG, and Transamerica today. Go back and play with these software. Help Mark and Lucy find the solutions for their family's need and help them to get coverage for their family and provide for their children and things like that. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any real cases to work on, let me know. But you know, using these case study training, hopefully you guys will learn how to structure your solutions and strategies to help those families that are in need out there. I'm running out of time right now, so I'm going to take last minute questions before I let you guys go. So does anybody have any questions? No questions?
I was getting lost in the quote. I was trying to follow you in the profile. Somehow I'm paying $1 million a month on his premium.
Okay.
On the WinFlex web, and you went into the case and started the profile.
Okay. We'll tackle that later when I look at what you're doing. So, all right. Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your attention, for your time. I'm going to end this webinar today, and when I have some time, I'll send out the recording. Thank you, and have a good night. See you guys soon, and enjoy the holidays. All right, thank you, T. Rosie. We have actually some contests which I'll send out an email later, and we'll get people participating. So have a great night, everybody. Take care.
Good night, everybody.